Hey, it's me, Monica P. Hall, psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, aka Conduit of Healing. I know, you're like, Monica, what are you doing wearing sunglasses? What's the matter with wearing sunglasses to start this video? I mean, we haven't seen each other in a very long time, and hey, don't all spiritual gurus start their videos like this? I mean, doesn't your spiritual guru, teacher, and the person you looked up to for guidance, don't they dress like this? No? Oh, sorry. But here's the deal. I'm not your guru. I am in the same boat as you. Perhaps maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead, but we're the same. And that's kind of what today's about. It's about Messiah complexes. It's about not owning the fact that we are all in this beautiful journey together, even if we are on separate paths. Because here's the thing, I was thinking about it today. I was thinking, I really am not interested in having any of you follow me in terms of my path, because here's the deal. There's only one me. That's enough. Trust me when I tell you this. And there's only one you. So there's no need for anyone to follow anyone. What I'm here to do, what my interests are, is providing you with tools, stories, experiences, any wisdom that I may have garnered in my own experience, and sharing it with you so that you can figure out what you need to be doing to discover your own divinity, your own greatness, and to create the life that you want. I don't need you to quote me, but hey, if you quote me, could you give me credit? I had a little bit of an issue this week where I found out, another spiritual intuitive had lifted my work and didn't give me credit. Yeah, I had to reach out to that person. That's not cool. That's not cool at all. And you know, like I've said on Twitter, you can steal a person's words, but you cannot steal their wisdom. So, what's been going on? Oh my God, what's been going on? Oh my God, what's been going on? So much, right? Everything from I haven't slept really well in 2 weeks because the energies have been so high, to dealing with all of the interesting things going on in our world, from the Trayvon Martin case to royal babies to there was a train crash in Spain today. You know, a lot of moving and grooving going on. A lot of people feeling a lot of things and feeling them very, very intensely. And I want all of you to understand that I don't care who your favorite spiritual guru is, who your teacher is, who you choose to follow, whose work you tend to resonate with the most. They are right there with you. And I, in my colorful way of expressing myself, I dress like this a lot. Actually, I wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of different colors, and I have a bit of an edge to my personality, and it's okay. It's honest. It's truthful. I did a blog recently called Light and Dark Honor It, and it was talking about, some of the things that I think don't get mentioned when people talk about their travels in Ascension. They don't talk about the days where it really sucks enough. And sometimes it really sucks. Sometimes it's everything you can do to get out of bed to deal with the rest of the world that day, because you're just feeling highly sensitive. So whatever crap happens to be flying in the wind, it tends to feel as if it's sticking to you more, as if it's more intense. And hey, it is. Simply because you're vibrating on a higher level, But that does not mean that things are out of alignment. It does not mean that you're doing anything wrong. It does not mean that you need to go meditate even harder, or go chant even louder, or go paint rainbows and unicorns on your nearest canvas. What that means is you need to breathe, and you need to realize that other people's crap is not your crap, and that you can give yourself permission to release it and let it move through. I think that's the other thing. A lot of people want to block things, and here's the thing about blocking. It takes a lot of energy. And I think this is where the elements become very, very helpful in reminding us and things that we can do. For example, water is a great conduit, but it doesn't hold on to anything. It just kind of lets things go right through. So when I get in those situations where, and hello, I live in New York City, so it happens a lot, where you get into situations where just a lot of negativity is surrounding you, that's really the time to put into use and execute all of that practice you've been doing for all those years of conscious breathing, of meditating, of closing your eyes, going within yourself, and remembering who you really are, and allowing whatever's going on around you to keep going around you and away. I get to practice that a lot on the subway, especially during rush hour. There's nothing like a early morning commute on the subways of New York City. And then there's your everyday life, your family, your friends, your spouse, your children, your parents. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And as you continue pursuing your own enlightenment and your own personal evolution from this standpoint, you're going to be challenged more and more and more. And the key is, as you're challenged more, to make sure that you have your tools at the ready, and that you have acquired the wisdom to know which tools are appropriate for what time, when it's a great time to say something, and when it's time to keep silent. And silent doesn't necessarily mean not feeling anything, that you're not giving out any energy per se. Silence means just not feeling the need to use words, because it's not about you. So if it's not about you, you have no input. But recently I've been definitely feeling kind of pressed upon by external energies, just situations I've been dealing with this week. Here's something I don't understand. And if you're a light worker and you really resonate with the energy behind the word light worker, don't you ever wonder why people bother with coming after you, whether it be a verbal attack, whether it be trying to screw you over? Why do they even bother? Because when you're us, when you've done your work, when you've gone inside of yourself and you've turned yourself inside out, and you know what makes you tick, and somebody comes for you, and first of all, the first thing is it's not about you. It doesn't matter who it is, why they're coming for you. It's so not even about you. So that's the first thing. You're like, oh my God, here I am again playing the role of somebody's mirror, because obviously they need to learn a particular lesson this way. So that's the first thing. So you're just annoyed. You don't even care what they think you did, or what they think you did. You don't, just get away from me. That's your first thought. Why are you even here? So then you realize, okay, of course you're here because part of your service here on Terra Earth at this time is to be light. And when people are in the dark, light is very annoying. And when people are annoyed, they tend to want to attack the people that they feel are annoying them. That would be you. That would be me. Whatever. I'm totally cool with it at this point. But what I'm not going to do is wear anybody's label, become somebody's definition of who I am, as opposed to being the me that I defined. I'm not going to be your victim, and I'm not going to be compliant. So, this week, someone thought they were in a position of power, and they decided that they were going to test everything that I've been working on in my lifetime in terms of knowing myself, controlling my emotions, thinking before reacting. I'm happy to say that I did well. And I can also report that they learned the lesson for themselves. One, when a person stands in their own truth, you shouldn't bother with them. You shouldn't try to hurt them, and you shouldn't try to test them. I tweeted earlier this week, may truth be your sword and shield. And I think that's important, because one of the ways that people kind of go after one another is that you think you're better than everyone. You think this. First of all, how does somebody else tell you what you're thinking? Second of all, if you've actually engaged in this conversation, report back to square one, because if you haven't defined yourself properly. When people try to tell me who they think I am now, sometimes I try to laugh. Try not to laugh. Whoops, Freudian slip. Sometimes I just laugh. Most times I just laugh. I'm not listening to anyone tell me who they think they are, because what they're doing is projecting their insecurities onto me to try to make themselves feel better. Hey, I'm all for you feeling better, but don't make it about me. It's not about me. It's about you. And the only way that you're going to feel better about yourself is that you look at all your parts. Your parts that you would perceive as good, as bad, as sweet, as evil, as funny, as kooky, whatever. Hello. If you're lucky, you have all the colors of the rainbow, because that's what's going to make your life the most interesting. If you're enlightened, you know about all those colors, and you pick and choose the ones that you actually feel will serve you in your highest good. Another thing I've had to do recently is I had to create a cancellation policy on Conduit of Healing. Yes, people, I did, because I don't know why people think that it's okay to schedule an appointment and then either cancel, not show up, and not show me the respect of saying, hey, Monica, I'm not going to be able to meet with you tomorrow, so can we reschedule or something? Yeah, so it's going to cost you if you cancel now. Because here's my thing. I'm taking time out of my day to help you grow into a better version of yourself, to answer your questions, to give you guidance, to give you insight, and you don't care enough about either one of us to pick up a telephone call to say you're not going to make it. Yeah, that's a problem. And I know that most psychics and mediums and people who are in my business wouldn't talk about that out loud, but I'm going to talk about it out loud. You know, you have to respect people in service, no matter what the service is, and you have to respect yourself enough to put out the energy in the world that you want to get back. Because hey, if you don't care about showing up to an appointment with me, it's coming back. I don't know how it's going to come back to you. I won't, speculate on how it's going to come back, but it's going to come back. Finally, what I've been busy doing, writing my book on chapter 4, yay, and doing a lot of light worker mentoring sessions. Now, what is that? Okay, so some people absolutely know that there's something a little bit extra about them spiritually, and that they feel a call and a pull to answer within themselves, that they are here to be of service and help bring forth a global mass consciousness shift to the world. And some people use the phrase light worker. Some go under the name of indigo, rainbow, crystal, star seed. There's many, many names. The bottom line is the energy is what matters. The names, And a lot of people don't know what to do. I found myself in that same state when I was very young, looking around at my life and those around me and not really being able to identify. And so I became a seeker. I looked for tools. I looked for books. I looked for my people that really resonated with me. So, okay, so then what happens after you wake up? Like, what do? You know, there's changes that you need to be making, but you don't have the tools. And that's what Lightworker Mentoringship is with me, that I've designed for Conduit of Healing. I have my clients come up with a list of things that they want to work on, and then I do a combination of a psychic reading combined with things that I know for sure, and kind of come up with a little bit of a curriculum for them to help them start facilitating change in their own life. Because why? Because I am not your guru. You are your guru. I'm not your messiah. I don't need to be on your pedestals. You know, my ego, we're good. We're good over here. What I'm interested in is you becoming your own guru. You saving yourself. I mean, whatever you need to be saved from. Wait, you need to be saved from yourself. That's it. Saved from yourself, the part of yourself that absolutely just kind of runs blindly, asleep through the world, going through the motions of living without actually being present for it. Oh, by George, I think I might have answered it. And that's what I do in Lightworker Mentoringship. Give you everything that I can give you for you to go out there, start practicing, start using tools, start sharpening your tools so that you can begin to make impactful, permanent changes in your life and the way that you view the world. And it really does have a good ripple effect in terms of everything, from the people that we attract in our lives, from the people we know we need to remove from our lives, to why you're really here, what your purpose really is. Are you in the right career? Are you with the right people? Are you living in the right state of mind or physical space? So it's been busy, and I have a sneaking feeling it's only gonna get busier. So I am so glad to reach out to you guys right now. I don't know when I'm gonna be back. I kind of do these things intuitively, and today was one of those days where it's like you have to go and remind people this is not about following somebody else. This is not about worshiping somebody else, because when you do that, what you're really doing is distracting yourself from dealing with the one person you actually can make impactful changes upon. You! I know that's good and bad news, right? Because now that I've told you, there is this energy in the air that says you can no longer be self-deluded about what this is all about. This is about you making you better. And when you make you better, and I make myself better, and everybody else works on themselves, the world changes. We might have peace yet, ladies and gentlemen. So that's all I got for you right now. I hope you all are doing well. I hope you're breathing. I hope you are taking time out for yourself to really dig deep, because we are living in challenging times in ways that we have been able to both imagine and ways that are unimaginable. So it's really important for you to maintain your center, strengthen your center, amplify your center, and expand every definition you ever had for yourself, and expand your vision of yourself and therefore the world. All right, so namaste. Thank you so much for watching, and hey, come check me out on www.conduitofhealing.com. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm on Tumblr now. You can like my page on Facebook, and you can always read my blogs on my website. All right, or hey, you can subscribe to me right here on YouTube. Imagine that. Take care, everybody, and I will talk to you soon.